So we have a double release by Native Instruments. We have Deft Lines, that's a Play Series Kontakt library, and we have a machine expansion, Young Phantom. In this video, I'm going to check out Deft Lines, and in a separate video, we're going to dive into the expansion. I am gonna give you a peek into that towards the end of the video. Let's dive into it. Right, so like other instruments in the Play series, we have two sounds loaded. We have layer A, we have layer B, and we are balancing between them. And we also have a sound engine, effect, we have macros, and so there's a lot of things that you can do with the sound, not just load the presets. So on the main page, you can see A and B, those are the sounds, and if you go into the browser, we'll see the selected sounds. We have upright and toy piano, A and B, and I can change that. I mean, I can have everything else stay the same, just select different sounds. And on the left we have A and B, so clicking the A or the B will give us the option to select a different sound. And we have different pages. Right, and back to the main page. So on the bottom we have a balance control. Just going all the way to the left will give you 100% of the A sound, and all the way to the right that will be 100% B sound. Right, then we have a series of macros which are specific to the preset that was selected, and you can program those macros yourselves. And what they are basically doing is they are related or connected to different controls within the sound engine and the effects, and you can have each of those macros connected to several controls, and that's the idea, and I'll show you how that works. And on the right we have volume and we have randomization, and clicking that will give you different sounds. Right, but we also have effects. We have a sequencer. So right now I'm loaded with a preset that runs the sequencer. If you don't want the sequencer, no problem, just click the off button, on off button here next to the sequencer. Right, and if we go into the sound engines, this is where things are really getting interesting. So we have layer A, we have layer B, they are basically the same controls, and we have the transpose, tuning for the sound, we have panning, we have volume, then we have some other things that we can turn on, the reduce, crash, noise, color, and we also have a filter. Now if you click the drop down, you'll see so many options for the filter. So we have low pass and we have high passes and we have bend passes, and so you can definitely shape the sound as just like a synthesizer. And we also have, of course, the cutoff, the resonance, right? And on the right we have something really cool. We have the modulations. So we have two LFOs, we have two envelopes, and we also can modulate using the keyboard, like aftertouch, velocities, the mod wheel, and so on. So how that is really working. So if you select any of those modulations, you'll see sliders next to the controls that are relevant. So for example, we have one next to the filter cutoff. If I'll just go all the way up, we'll see that the LFO basically will open and close our filter automatically. Right, so that's the idea. And what you can also do, by the way, so we can set LFO2, for example, to change the tuning. And that is for layer A. So everything that I'm showing you applies also to layer B. Right, and you can shape the sound in that way. Very cool. So next we have the effects. So the effects are basically a chain of effects, like an insert effect, and we have a separate EQ for layer A and B, but then everything sums up into the different effects. And you can see that whenever you're clicking any of those, you'll get the control. So if I'm on tape saturation, I'll get the controls for the tape saturation. If I'm on the replica delay, I'll get all the different controls related to replica. And if you want to change the order, just drag and drop. If you want to change the type of the effect, just click the drop down and select something else. Right, and then we also have the sequencer. So you can turn it on and off, and the sequencer is basically kind of a way for you to change things also with the different macros, pitch, velocity, things like that. So right now we have the pitch, and you can see how many semitones, and you're just locked into whatever scale you like here, and you can just program that. We have the number of steps, so I can reduce that and then just change. And that goes also for the velocities. And we can set, of course, the rate, swing. We have first step here, we have root key, we have the scale. And we can even change the direction. So right now it goes forward, we can go forward and then backwards. And then we can also change the way the macros behave. So we have the tone that matches the tone pattern on the bottom, and we have the age. Then on macro 3 and 4 we'll have the drive and flanger, and the last one is 5 and 6. Those will be the space and release, and everything matches the macros that we have on the bottom. So we can for example go with the tone and do something like this. And also for the drive. And that's how it works. And finally we have the macros, and here you can see the assignments. So if I'll just click age, I can see what really is the age macro. So it's really very easy to understand. But let me show you how you can program your own kind of macros and do your own thing. So if we'll go into the effects, for example, you'll see that we have those like small LEDs, so colored dots on top of all the macros. So if we'll click the age, it will start flicking. And now if I'll just select anything, I'll be basically assigning this. So again, clicking this, and we can assign. So that's how it works. and let's see, and we can go and do this for example in the sound engine. So I'll go into age, for example, it's gonna start flickering, and I'm gonna just change something, and we'll see the assignment here. And you can trim the amount of modulation that macro is basically affecting that control. So you can see now that the age is connected to our filter cutoff. That's how it works. So very basic kind of overview of things, and I think we are ready for the sound demo. Before that, let me just give you a quick look into the Young Phantom expansion. So that's a machine. I mean, you can use this actually any way or shape you like, but of course it's geared towards machine. You can use this just as regular samples and presets. So we have a bunch of presets for massive, for example, for the synth, but we also have different kits for battery. And so if we'll go right now into, for example, let's go with groups, and you'll see that we have Young Phantom, and we have a lot of different just drum kits. If we'll go into projects, by the way, we have a lot of demo projects to get you going. So I can load any of them. Let's just load one of those. I'm gonna load the first one, and we're going to sort of play through that. Right, so that's the idea, and I've made for you guys a video just showing, I mean, just going through the demo project so you can listen. If you're not sure about this expansion, you want to listen to get a sense of what kind of sounds, so check my channel for the video covering all the demo projects, and we're going to dive into Young Phantom in a separate video. So we are ready for sounds, and that's it. So if you have any questions about Deft Lines, about anything related to native instruments, then you're most welcome to just leave a comment. I'll get back to you, or you can join the Discord server, the Plugin Academy. This is where you can talk with me. It's a Discord server, of course, and there's a lot of other people. If you have questions, if you want to show off your work, if you want to see latest deals or anything like that, then that's the place. And of course, you're most welcome to follow me in Twitter and in Facebook. I have a few groups related to plugins, virtual instruments, deals, discounts, whatever, and I'm very available. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye.